Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Now, speaking of standing out, let's talk about our first topic, ignoring the inner critic. You see, the path to happiness often involves silencing that nagging voice of self-doubt. Think of people like J.K. Rowling or Albert Einstein, who didn't let their inner critic stop them from reaching their potential. So remember, your inner critic is like a bad stand-up comic. It's best to just ignore them. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? Let's delve into that. We all have a tendency to measure our lives against others. It's a self-imposed hurdle that can really dampen our spirits. Instead, imagine the freedom of running a race with only one competitor, yourself. When we focus on personal growth, we can celebrate our victories, no matter how small. After all, every step forward is progress, so keep your eyes on your own paper and let's move on to our next topic. Ever heard of energy vampires? Let's talk about them. These are the folks who drain your spirit with their constant negativity. But guess what? You're in control. You can choose to ignore these negative vibes. Imagine yourself as a fortress, impervious to their pessimistic onslaught. By doing this, you protect your personal energy and keep your happiness intact. The world is full of colors. Don't let the grays overshadow them. Remember, you're the garlic to these energy vampires. Regrets, we've all got them, but do we need to pay them any mind? Consider this, regrets are like old movies. We've seen them too many times, we know the ending, and they don't get any better with the reruns. Instead of reliving past mistakes, why not accept them as stepping stones? They've brought us where we are today. Remember, even roses grow from dirt, so let's leave those regrets in the past where they belong. Perfect is boring, isn't it? Let's explore that. The concept of perfection is like chasing a mirage in a desert. It's an illusion that seems real, yet is always out of reach. When we strive for perfection, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, let's celebrate our imperfections. They make us unique, they make us human, and they provide us the opportunity to grow and learn. So embrace your flaws, your quirks, your idiosyncrasies. Remember, perfectly imperfect is the new perfect. Drama, it's not just for the stage anymore, or is it? Here's the thing, life isn't an episode of EastEnder. It's about living authentically, not acting out emotional theatrics. Unnecessary drama, it's like a ravenous beast feasting on your peace of mind. But you can starve the beast. Choose to walk away from the theatrics, the gossip, the relentless whirlwind of he said, she said. Guard your tranquility fiercely. So, let's leave the drama for the soap operas, shall we? Toxic relationships, they're like expired milk in the fridge. Let's talk about why. They only bring sourness and discomfort, and just like that milk, they're not worth the risk. Clearing out these relationships from your life may seem daunting, but it's as necessary as a fridge clean-out. You wouldn't keep something harmful in your fridge, would you? So why keep it in your life? It's about time we take out the trash. Remember, you don't need to drink spoiled milk. Expectations, they can be a real buzzkill. Let's explore why. Think about it. Who's the one living your life? You. So why should someone else's expectations dictate your choices? It's like letting a stranger order your dinner. You might end up with something you don't like, or worse, allergic to. Choosing your own path, living authentically, that's the real key to happiness. So remember, you're the author of your own life story, not anyone else. FOMO, or fear of missing out. Do we really need to pay it any mind? You see, the thing about FOMO is that it can lead you down a path of unnecessary stress. It's like chasing the wind, always elusive. Instead, why not appreciate our own experiences? Trust that where we are and what we're doing is enough. It's high time we ignore FOMO and embrace the opposite, JOMO, the joy of missing out. So, let's start embracing JOMO, the joy of missing out. Social media, it's like a highlight reel of everyone's life, but should we compare our behind the scenes to it? It's easy to scroll through perfectly curated feeds and feel as if we fall short. But remember, these are but snapshots of people's lives, often carefully edited and filtered. The truth is, every person has their own struggles and triumphs, unseen in these polished posts. So let's choose to celebrate our unique journeys, rather than compare them to others. Remember, social media is not a mirror of reality. The word should, it's a real happiness killer. Let's explore why. You see, should is like a sneaky little guilt tripper, imposing expectations and obligations that may not align with our desires or capabilities. It's the voice of societal norms and pressures, not our authentic selves. Instead of should, let's focus on what we could do, or better yet, what we want to do. This shift in language can create a more positive and empowering mindset. Remember, should is just a could with unnecessary pressure. Worrying about the future, it's like trying to predict the weather. Let's talk about why. Ever noticed how future worries can act like a fog, clouding our present happiness? We often forfeit our today's joy by fretting about the unknown tomorrow, but here's the kicker. The future is as unpredictable as the weather. So why not bask in the sunshine of the present, rather than loom under the cloud of future uncertainties? Remember, the future is as unpredictable as tomorrow's weather forecast. Materialistic cravings, they're like a bottomless pit. Let's explore why. Ever notice how you yearn for the latest gadget only to grow bored of it shortly after? That's because material possessions can't cultivate happiness. It's the experiences, the shared laughs, the memories made that truly satiate the soul. So, next time the glimmer of a new possession catches your eye, consider the joy you could derive from a new experience or deepening a relationship. Remember, the best things in life aren't things. Self-doubt is like an uninvited guest at a party. Let's talk about why. You see, self-doubt is that whispering voice in your head that questions your abilities, your worth, your very essence. But here's the thing, that voice, it's not your friend, it's a party crasher. Kick it out. Start believing in yourself, because you, my friend, are capable, deserving, and more than enough. So let's turn up the music and dance to our own beat. Remember, you're the life of your own party. Negative news, it's like a cloudy day, but do we need to let it ruin our mood? Consider this, a constant diet of disaster and despair can surely leave one feeling overwhelmed and joyless. It's not about burying your head in the sand, but rather finding a balance. Be informed, but don't be consumed. It's essential to filter what you take in, focusing more on the positive and less on the negatives. Remember, don't let the clouds block your sunshine. Labels, they're for cans, not people. Let's delve into that. We often box ourselves and others into categories, limiting our growth and potential. Labels can be confining, like a straitjacket on our identity. They prevent us from seeing the vibrant spectrum of individuality. Instead of labeling, let's appreciate the unique traits that make us who we are. Let's recognize the individuality in others, celebrating their unique characteristics rather than confining them to a single tag. Remember, you're more than any label could ever define. Now, before we move on to our last point, here's a quick reminder. If you're enjoying our content and want to continue this journey of self-improvement, do hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Thank you for your support. Now let's move on to our final point. The need for approval, it's like a tricky maze. Let's explore why. You see, this need can be a relentless hamster wheel, propelling us to perform for others' praise, but it's a slippery slope. This constant quest for validation can often eclipse our own happiness. Instead, strive for self-approval. It's about embracing our individuality, our quirks, and our unique journey. It's about finding joy in our own achievements, big or small. Remember, the only approval you need is your own. And that's it, folks. 17 things truly happy people choose to ignore. From silencing the inner critic to shrugging off the need for approval, they dodge the drama, sidestep toxic relationships, and bypass the endless cycle of negative news. They're not swayed by social media comparisons or consumed by materialistic cravings, and they certainly don't let FOMO, expectations, shoulds, future worries, or labels rain on their parade. Remember, happiness is a choice, and it's one you have the power to make. Well, that's all we have time for today. We're grateful you joined us on this journey towards happiness. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enlightening content. Stay tuned as we explore more paths to joy. Until next time, choose happiness. Savored this video, fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.